Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I have to give all praises for their glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hoshai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Yahweh be the true and one that calls God, Ba'ashem be the name of, and Yahushua be the true Lord and Savior, one that calls Jesus, and Rakakwadash be the Holy Spirit. Double honors to apostles and elders of great millstone that rule well and worthy double honors. And peace and blessings to all elect out there, pushing the work of our Lord in true faith, sincerity, and promoting your bodies as a living sacrifice. Shalom, Paul as well. This is your brother Mashah, and today, in this edification, exhortation, in this lesson, I'm basically going over how basically, man, a wicked woman, is of a wicked man, and basically, what I mean by that is basically, man, that of course we get on the woman all the time, you know what I'm saying, and we expose the wickedness of women and all this, you know what I'm saying, we confound, especially the black woman and stuff like that, or just the woman in general, you know what I'm saying. But we also have to take in consideration that some of the reasons, why, women act a certain way, especially, the way they do, you know what I'm saying, especially in this society, is because of, the man, you know what I'm saying? The man, is the leader. The man is the example, so to speak, man. You know what I'm saying? So when the men are not in order, you know what I'm saying, that means the woman won't be in order. You kind of get what I'm saying there? You know what I'm saying? So it's to the point that, like even the word woman, the word woman literally means of man. You know what I'm saying? So if the men are not, essentially doing their job, doing what they're supposed to do, being masculine figures, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, and doing things in righteousness and just, they're basically doing what they're supposed to do, what we're biologically, what we're spiritually supposed to do. That leads to the woman, going off. You know what I'm saying? That leads to the woman, acting out of order. You know what I'm saying? And even if you look at it from a standpoint of, just the way the women act, women love to be, independent, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Oftentimes, they have that, mentality because they feel in a way that they're being neglected, you know what I'm saying? That they're being neglected and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures, of course, you know what I'm saying? The man is above the woman and stuff like that, according to the scriptures, but however, we're also supposed to respect the woman in a way. We're not supposed to treat any woman with just disrespect and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you have to do things righteously, man. The scriptures don't tell us, to abuse women and be a dog. You know what I'm saying? But going back to the main thing I was saying is that we're the examples, you know what I'm saying, men. So if we're in order, that means a woman will be in order. You know what I'm saying? So, man, that's why you see in the society, you see a lot of women, you know what I'm saying, they tend to be masculine. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think is that? Because, you know what I'm saying, the men is being feminine. The average man you see, whether they have muscles, tattoos, you know what I'm saying, look intimidating as hell, deep down inside, they're in a feminine state. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, if these women don't have a masculine figure to look to, you know what I'm saying, and to essentially submit to, obviously they're gonna act, masculine, man. They're gonna try to pursue a role that doesn't apply to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's important, and we're starting to see masculinity, slowly growing, upon this earth again. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. As you see, the red pill community and stuff like that, but that's not really what's gonna bring masculinity upon this earth again. It's really gonna be, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, establishing, a new kingdom, man, that is, ruled in complete righteousness, man. Because of Esau, in his queendom, what I'm saying, makes the men look feminine. What I'm saying, makes, indoctrinates men to be, feminine and all that, man. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, so essentially, that basically means, man, Esau wants the man to be weak. You know what I'm saying? Esau has all these, devices, to where, men, become feminine without even realizing it, man. You know what I'm saying? Even the fluoride in the water and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? All this estrogen, what I'm saying? Making, men, feminine and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Men putting, woman on the pedestal. You know what I'm saying? You know? You know, women, know their role, man. You know what I'm saying? Women know their role. You know what I'm saying? So how can they be submissive, you know, if there's no one to submit to? If there's no real men on earth, you know? There's times, a lot of times where us, prophets, will come against, the woman and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But, not all these women are bad. You know what I'm saying? Obviously there's demons, and stuff like that, these women, demonic women. But however, you know, especially in my experiences, man, when I'm dealing with women, what I'm saying, stuff like that go around them, they go in their feminine state. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but when you deal, I mean, it's not even be cocky, it's just the truth, man. When you deal with, you know, um, a woman in a masculine frame, in a righteous frame, what I'm saying, as a man supposed to be, man, these women will naturally submit to you. You know, there's women out here, it could be at the plantation, the work, it could be at your job, what I'm saying, or, when we go out, when you may go out in your everyday things, the grocery store or whatever. You know what I'm saying? When I'm around women, they're in their feminine, man. You know what I'm saying? These women submit. I might walk past a woman, what I'm saying, and they'll look down, man, in a way that they're kind of like submitting, man, because they sense the masculine presence, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I tell women to do things, man, they do it. You know what I'm saying? Why is that? Because I'm being masculine, man. I'm not showing off money. You don't need money, man, or anything like that to get women. You have to ultimately be masculine, man. And that's what needs to come back on the earth. And a lot of women actually appreciate, a true masculine man. This woman the other day told me, man, I was the first real man she ever met. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell the difference, man. When a woman, is around a masculine man and when a woman is around a feminine man. It's two different things. A lot of in relationships you see, the woman wears the pants in relationships. A lot of men are cucks, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? So it's to the point that, like, if you're a masculine man, what I'm saying, in this society, man, a true righteous masculine man, even the woman in this society will still submit to you, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? And true masculinity, man, the true quote unquote red pill is from the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Watching, you know, people on YouTube, man, whatever. Yeah, they might have to give you, tips, what I'm saying, and stuff, how to, regain masculinity, but, that's only on a surface level. But these scriptures will tell you how to deal with a woman, man. You know what I'm saying? The book, especially the book of Proverbs and stuff, man. That was the first, red pill, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, where do you think all these people get this knowledge from about, masculinity, oh, men go their own way, stuff like that? They get it from the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? But going back to the main topic, what I was saying, man, a wicked woman is of a wicked man. A lot of women, you know what I'm saying, they may be wicked because they dealt with a wicked man before. You know what I'm saying? So it's important, to know a woman's past, to find out before you, what I'm saying, ultimately judge that woman. It's important to find out what made her become this way, because we don't ultimately wake up and just be automatically wicked, man. There's something that causes you to act a certain way, you know? And even dealing with these women, you might see a lot of these women, man, they may seem like they're independent, what I'm saying, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand that there was once, where these women were actually dependent, but there was a guy that ultimately broke their heart. You know what I'm saying? That ultimately abused them. A man that didn't deal with her in righteousness, man. You know what I'm saying? Who just completely left her like she was nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's going off. The scriptures don't tell you to be a dog, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to treat, the scriptures tell us, man, we're supposed to treat everybody with respect, man. Of course, there's a power, there's like structure, man. Of course, there has to be a king, you know what I'm saying? Above a queen, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, a king respects a queen. You know what I'm saying? I was watching the movie A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, man. I recommend you brothers to watch that, man. And especially, I mean, I remember watching this movie, when I was younger, when I was a younger dude, whatever, and I didn't really understand the movie. But as I watched the movie again, and now that, I'm watching it from a spiritual lens and I'm watching it with wisdom, now I'm starting to see that, you know, um, basically a man is what causes, a crazy woman, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not familiar with that movie, you know what I'm saying? It's a Martin Lawrence movie where basically, this main character named, Darnell, man, he was basically, like a womanizer, man. He dealt with multiple women and stuff, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He was a dog basically, man. You know what I'm saying? Talking to a bunch of women, he was a player, stuff like that. Until he met this woman, man. You know what I'm saying? Who was, had everything, going for herself. You know what I'm saying? She was wealthy, you know what I'm saying? Had a MDA at Harvard, stuff like that. She was initially playing hard to get. But Darnell being a nigga, you know what I'm saying, he decides to go out his way, saying to try to win her over, from a bet that he made with his friend, you know. It turns out, the woman gave him the red flags, man. You know what I'm saying? The woman kept it straight with him. And then finds out, man, he eventually gets the woman, wins her over, you know what I'm saying? And he finds out that she tells him that she ultimately killed her husband, man. You know, before, because she ultimately was abused by him. She physically harmed her, you know what I'm saying? And ultimately cheated on her, man. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga Darnell, you know what I'm saying, being a nigga, you know what I'm saying, ultimately told the woman, despite all that, the forbidden words, man, I love you. And he didn't mean it. And then, man, karma came back to him, man, for breaking all those hearts. Even in the movie, what I'm saying, his mom warned him. Everybody was warning him, man, showing him signs. But, he was being stubborn. And ultimately, the woman showed him, a lesson, man. You know what I'm saying? Damn near almost killing the man. You know what I'm saying? But basically, that movie goes to show you that, a lot of these monsters, man, you know, um, when I say monsters, talking about, these crazy women, are not just born, they're created, man. You know what I'm saying? By these men, these foul, men who ultimately treat them with, you know, um, not in righteousness. You feel me? You know? So it's just a warning, man. Spiritual warning. And basically that dude got into like, fatal attraction, type of thing. And hence why the movie's called A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, because you can really love someone to the point that you hate them, man. So it's important to know who you're dealing with, especially, in the times that we're in. You can't be out here, playing with these women's hearts, man. Just like, Michael Jackson said in Billie Jean, going out here, breaking, young women's heart, man. This is why these women act a certain way, man. This is why these women act crazy, sporadic, stuff like that, because it's the man that causes them to act like that, man. So that's something to take into consideration. You know what I'm saying? Because it just goes to show you, man, that um, this place has to be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? And things have to be back in order. You know what I'm saying? You know, no matter how annoyed we can get, of the woman and stuff like that, we have to understand that ultimately, society as a whole, men are not doing what they're supposed to do. So of course the women are going to be out of order. If it's like in sports or whatever, man. If the leader, or the coach is not doing what they're supposed to do, what makes you think the other players are going to play good? No, because it's the coach or the best player on the team that leads them, man. So as the men, we're supposed to be the leaders, man, as the scriptures say, man. You know? So these women essentially need a woman. These women essentially need a man to submit to, man. But in the society that we live in, man, men are out of order. You know what I'm saying? Men are feminine. It's like things are flipped backwards, man. There's a scripture that says that, man. You know what I'm saying? That, the scripture that goes like, oh, women are their masters, man. Basically, symbolizing how men are today, man. Men are not men today, man. The women wear the, pants in a relationship and stuff like that, man. So more of the story, man, is basically, you know, just knowing how to deal with women in a righteous manner. Don't play with these women. If you don't want to commit to this woman, man, you know what I'm saying? Don't deal with her, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. You have to understand, to us men, that might not make us feel, that bad. No, yes, it does, man. If a woman, you have to think about it, man. How would you feel if your woman cheated on you, man? You would feel bad, but, a woman, it hurts a woman even more when she gets cheated on, you know what I'm saying, or betrayed, because you have to understand that they're emotional beings. And that's what causes them to act sporadic and stuff, man. So you gotta learn how to discern spirits before you deal with a woman. You have to test your spirit. Your intuition will tell you, man. Maybe that, oh, this woman is crazy, or this woman had a, traumatic past, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Because looks can be deceiving, man. Beauty is vain. You know, the sweetest woman in the world, man, like the song said, man. The sweetest woman in the world can be the most, meanest woman in the world, man. If you make her that way. That's what the song A Thin Line Between the Love and Hate says, man. You know what I'm saying? So you got to use the spirit of discernment even when dealing with these women, and ultimately knowing when to pull back, man. Yeah, this woman may be beautiful, you know what I'm saying? But you have to understand that, you should be, if you're dealing with, of course, you can get concubines and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, keep it real with women, man. Don't tell a woman you love her, knowing that, you're not going to reciprocate those actions, the next day. You just want the koba. There's women out here who you can deal with that you just can get koba from. But a lot of these beautiful women and stuff like that, these women are looking for a man to ultimately submit to, man, and deal with for the rest of their life, man. Because there is women out there, not every woman, man, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, you know what I'm saying, how society, points the finger, at the woman. I'm a brother, man, who always, what I'm saying, gets on the woman and stuff. But lately, I just been noticing, man, that ultimately, man, us as men as a whole, are not doing what we're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be the leaders, you know? So if you're not doing your job, man, shalom.